Get ready for the news that is shaking up Washington. We start with Forward Kentucky, where members of the progressive wing of the Democratic Party are looking at a radical strategy to reshape the Supreme Court. They aren't talking about packing the court. Instead, they propose a brilliant maneuver to demonetize it entirely to secure a seat for a Democratic president. This plan is complex, and we break down exactly how this move could fundamentally change the balance of power on the bench.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the world of tech and learning with the Globe and Mail. Duolingo is making massive moves, pushing far beyond just languages into math and chess, with ambitious goals for 2026. But this growth comes with a tightrope walk. Management is balancing rapid user growth against rising artificial intelligence costs and shrinking near-term margins. Find out how Duolingo is shifting its entire monetization philosophy to keep users engaged while preparing for the next big leap in AI. Now, let's switch gears to the skies with 1 mile at a time. Lufthansa just admitted defeat on their Allegris first-class double-bed monetization strategy. What started as a confusing product offering is being completely overhauled, with new changes allowing all first-class passengers to select the suite and offering discounts to couples. We explore the dramatic pivot Lufthansa is making in how they charge for their premium travel experience. And finally, we look at the future of AI integration with Meikyungdae News. Kakao Corp is leveling up its AI game, with CEO Sheena Chung announcing that ChatGPT for Kakao has surpassed 11 million subscribers and plans to integrate AI into reservations and payments. Get ready for Kanana 2.5, an AI model designed to handle everything from conversation to payment, and find out how this new agentic AI experience will redefine how we interact with technology. Stay with us for the rest of the broadcast. A commentary piece argues that the strategy to increase the size of the U.S. Supreme Court through packing is unfeasible, even for a super-progressive Congress. Instead, the author proposes a more achievable tactic: demonetizing the positions to remove corrupt influences. The piece contends that corporate Democrats often obstruct progressive legislation despite their rhetoric. The focus then shifts to the issue of judicial ethics and financial impropriety on the Supreme Court. The author highlights the documented instances of gifts and bribes received by justices, specifically citing Justice Clarence Thomas, who has reportedly accepted over $4 million in gifts, contrasting this with the total reported gifts for all federal judges in 2023 and 2024, which amounted to less than $1 million. The commentary suggests that limiting these gifts, such as through a proposed High Court Gift Ban Act introduced by members like Jamie Raskin and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, could pressure justices to resign or change their behavior. The conclusion urges readers to elect a Democratic Congress to pass such legislation, aiming to remove corrupt justices and fill open seats with ethically sound judges. Duolingo is charting an aggressive growth playbook for 2026, prioritizing user acquisition and product expansion, even if it means tempering near-term profit margins. The strategy hinges on leveraging rapid product iteration and artificial intelligence personalization to build long-term optionality. The platform is expanding significantly beyond traditional language learning, integrating subjects like math, music, and chess. Chess, for instance, has attracted approximately 7 million daily active users shortly after its launch. Management has set an ambitious goal for Duolingo Math to evolve into a leading tutor application by 2026, positioning it as a parent-paid, supplemental product. To broaden AI-powered learning access in 2026, the company anticipates that inference costs will decrease as usage scales. However, the immediate challenge involves higher AI operational costs and lower gross margins as more features are adopted by the user base, leading to an expected dip in mid-year margins before an anticipated recovery. Duolingo's monetization philosophy is shifting away from increasing ad load. Instead, the focus is moving toward in-app purchases, avatars, and AI experiences to improve monetization quality, contingent on positive retention and conversion metrics. The roadmap includes advanced content for top languages in early 2026 and scaling of speaking adventures by mid-2026, aimed at boosting learning efficacy and retention. Advertising revenue growth is being reframed. With a flat ad load, success now depends on improving yield through more direct deals, higher quality brand demand, and enhanced targeting tied specifically to language learning. Execution risk is elevated in the first half of 2026 due to competitive advertising environments and slowing user growth, making yield improvement a critical factor. Investors are advised to monitor a scorecard: stabilization or reacceleration in user growth, positive lift in average revenue per user from pricing tests without damaging engagement, and a downward trend in AI costs relative to scale, alongside yield-driven gains in advertising. These combined indicators are crucial for translating long-term optionality into financial momentum. In contrast to Duolingo's high-frequency engagement loop, competitors like Chegg rely heavily on academic cycles and face pressure from changing student behavior. Coursera operates on a different scale, benefiting from institutional partnerships but exhibiting a more cyclical revenue profile. Currently, Duolingo carries a Zacks rank of 4 sell. The report also notes that other investment research highlights specific stocks with potential for significant short-term gains, emphasizing the need for investors to closely track Duolingo's execution against its stated growth priorities. Lufthansa has made a significant adjustment to the monetization strategy for its new Allegris first-class product, addressing previous concerns regarding the double-bed offering. The Allegris first-class cabin, introduced on the new Airbus A350-900s, features 3 to 4 seats. The 2 window seats are marketed as the first-class single suite, offering spacious accommodations. However, the central seat is designated as the first-class suite plus, intended as a double suite concept. Critics noted that this suite is not as spacious as the single suite, particularly due to a single main tray table, which limits flexibility for couples with differing schedules. Previously, the monetization of the first-class Suite Plus was problematic. Travelers had 2 extreme options: either book 2 standard first-class fares or pay a substantial premium of $2,500 to $3,000 for a solo traveler. This structure often resulted in the double suite being allocated to one passenger during online check-in at no additional cost. Lufthansa has now radically altered this approach. Effective July 1st, all first-class passengers can now select the double suite at the time of booking on a first-come, first-served basis. Furthermore, if a couple books the suite together, the second passenger receives a 50% discount. This shift moves away from the previous extreme pricing model, allowing passengers to select the double suite directly, thereby changing how the premium experience is monetized. Kakao is aggressively pursuing AI monetization by expanding its agentic AI capabilities, aiming to integrate services ranging from conversation to payments. Kakao Corp recently announced significant milestones for its AI service, ChatGPT for Kakao, which has surpassed 11 million cumulative subscribers. CEO Sheena Chung highlighted the growth, noting that monthly active users and message volume have more than doubled compared to the previous quarter, indicating users are moving toward repeated engagement. Looking ahead, Kakao plans a major expansion of AI-powered experiences within Kakao Talk starting in the second half of the year. The strategy focuses on creating a comprehensive service capable of understanding user intent from conversation context, facilitating product searches, and enabling in-chat payments. Early tests are already underway, linking Kanana, an AI assistant integrated within Kakao Talk, with Kakao Talk Gift. Chung revealed plans to launch Kanana 2.5, an AI model specifically optimized for agentic AI, which has demonstrated strong performance against comparable large language models globally. She positioned this development as a critical turning point, anticipating a future where users can seamlessly transition from an everyday conversation to completing complex tasks like making reservations and payments. This move signals Kakao's ambition to embed AI deeply into daily user interactions across its ecosystem.